Yo, what's up? This is the professor. Today I want to talk about be one step ahead, and having vision. You have to be able to look into the future, the possibilities. Being one step ahead help you in time of crisis, emotional crisis. Develop yourself emotionally to be strong when tragedy hits. To be, if things don't work out, you have to develop yourself before things go wrong. Also be prepared when things go the right way. How will you handle the success, and you have to visualize and go ahead and come back and start doing, and you already have that energy with you, and it's different. It's like when someone is studying, right, and you study, like, I remember when I was back in Africa, we used to, I learned from my brothers to study the whole book before the teacher. So you study the whole book. When you go to class, you're doing revision, and people are like, wow, he's the top of the class and all that. But you have read ahead, right? Not just me, but some of you too. So, and before I used to fail, I used to wonder why. But when I started to read more ahead, and then boom, I was passing out. And I was going ahead, It's the same. Like, someone may be working, but if they think, what will I do if I lose my job, They start to save more, to think more, be more creative, think about tomorrow. Like this verse in the Bible about, there's a verse in the Bible talking about ants that save food for the winter because they think ahead, and whether it's in your career, in the same thing. So it's the same thing too. Like if you, or just meeting people, or the circle you're in, you have to think ahead. You have to think ahead, one step ahead. Am I in the right circle? Are the people around me the right people that will take me to the next level, or are they dragging me behind? If that's not the case, then you have to find better friends, you know what I mean? And of course, some people may be family, but you have to spend more time with the people who are going to build you. You can't alienate yourself from everybody, If people are too close to you, that you have to limit yourself from people who will not make you better. So you have to surround yourself with people who are going to build you. So you have to look ahead at the people around me, people who are encouraging me. If not, then you have to remove yourself and surround yourself with people who are going to take you to the next level. Do I need to change as well? Not just think about other people. What do I need to, what do I need to eat healthier? You have to be one step ahead in your health. Do I need to eat more healthy? Do I need to exercise more? Do I need to study more about the mind, learning about the body, how it works? Do I need to save more money? And do I need to study more, find more mentors? And you have to also, you may be in a relationship, but if you think like, what if it doesn't work out, right? That doesn't mean that you have to think that the relationship is not going to work out. Of course, you have to think positive that things are going to work out. But if you think, what if your relationship you're in doesn't work out, right? You're able to plan ahead, and you'll be more comfortable because you already set. You'll not be so dependent and trying to make things work, and other people end up even fighting and whatever, because they put everything into this relationship and they never thought about themselves and plan for themselves. We plan for your partner, your children, and also for yourself and for other people too. So if you're able to take care of yourself, then you're able to be in a more comfortable space, even in your workplace, and is this job taking me to where I want to be? And doesn't mean you have to drop your job, but you have to, I like what Jim Rohn said about working on yourself more than when you work on your job. Because if you work on yourself, my own analogy is that if you work on yourself more, then if you work on yourself more, you become of more value at your job as well. So that's what. So I had to learn to do that too, and to be a step ahead in everything. Of course, you cannot always be a step ahead, but you have to learn from your mistakes and not crush yourself down. But I learned more from my mistakes than from my winning. When you win, it's like, oh, I won. But even when you win, you have to analyze what made you win. You see, if you pass an exam, you have to analyze you have to keep that pattern of winning pattern, right? If you got a good job and you're doing well in your workplace, if you're an entrepreneur, you have to follow your progress, and you're losing points. What are you doing right? You have to also know what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. You could be acting, I mean, like when I take photos, like I have to see what angles do I need to, take better, and what even when I'm doing comedy, I just started doing it recently, and it was just an open mic, and I just tried out my jokes, and they worked out, and my energy was so high on the stage. You can see me when I'm just moving my hands because my energy was high, so I had to really move. And I was about to get the mic on stage. I didn't know how to even get the mic from the stand, I was just into it. I just decided to just, before I used to just dress tie and suit, but now I'm like, I did like 3 days of fasting, and just that raised my energy. And I remember when I was working at Crown, before I left my job, there's this guy from Poland. He may be watching this, and a friend of mine where I used to work at Crown, and he was like, he fasted 30 days without just water fasting. Even Dick Gregory talked about Michael Jackson doing 30 days of water fasting, and his energy rose, and he was able to do the moonwalk. But you don't have to do all that long. But I did 3 days with natural juice, with all the nutrients, and boom, my energy just rose. I became, like you can see in my eyes, right? I'm not like an animal. I was in the bush like a couple of days, and I feel more at home in nature than in the house. And I was speaking to one Chinese in the shopping center. He's like, now you're not high, you're not highly alerted, So I don't like to use that term, but you're now your greatest version, becoming your greatest version. To become your greatest version, you have to be a step ahead, and even if you go 1 step or 2 steps behind, then you have to do the work to really move forward. So you have to be 1 step ahead in monitoring your gifts. What can you do well? Well, you have to see what can I do. Maybe you're doing one career, but you don't know the other areas you're ignoring, You may have a talent now that's not paying, but if you don't develop it, you never know how the economy changes, It may be in demand in the future. Because I've been doing a lot of YouTube and Facebook and all that, I used to do, and I once in a while I do a bit of currency, how the economy works, and I'm in comedy, and now I'm doing a business in digital marketing, and it's not easy for me because I know about economies and everything, and the promotion, and so I'm getting more knowledge. But digital marketing is a bit easier for me now because I've been putting in work in how the internet works, and also I'm able to also use my gifts of reading minds and reactions, instant karma. If I post something, I can have an idea from the reaction. So it's so, like I said before, some of you have superpowers. You don't have to do like crazy stuff, Some of you have everything is a superpower, right? If you can do something very well, that's a superpower, right? Yesterday, a person who was able to be so analytical that he creates a camera and the lights, the phones, that's a superpower, being able to analyze things, being able to read minds. And so you have to be 1 step ahead, and I got a bit interrupted, so I have to get back to the zone. So it's good to be 1 step ahead, even that's the same. I remember growing up, and people in the village, my parents used to be like, before moving to the city, they had to think here, if anything happens, they could be rebels. Like, they had to think here really fun, really maybe go to the bush and hide. Like, people do business, there's no welfare, and there's big land and all that. So under that condition, people are able to think, create businesses, do this, and farm, and become more creative. So you may be in a more comfortable space, or maybe some of you are struggling too. So instead, when you're struggling, use that as fuel to do your best in whatever you're doing. So life is not perfect. I know things get hard here and there, bills, and maybe you're not getting the pay you want to get from your work, and things always, all the obstacles I've been getting in the beginning is like, wow, why is all this happening, Could be in anywhere, health-wise, could be career-wise, whatever. But when I started to use that as I use all the positive and negative to motivate me to channel the energy. You use that as a fuel to even work harder, to go that extra mile. If I did not do that 3 days of fasting, my energy rose, and now I'm a completely different person, right? I don't care what you guys have been seeing what I've been posting. I post whatever comes to my mind, the music I watch, and whatever I capture. And if I see something, the clouds, I just take a picture, post it. Sometimes I don't edit it. I wake up with like Mufasa, without washing my face. I take a picture after coming from the bush, and I just put it on Facebook, when I'm just all like, like 3 days of not eating, I was just like with a feral heart. And I'm able to share the journey, and now I have space to make these videos, so you have to slightly share your journey, slightly share it. You don't have to expose everything, but slightly, and also that will encourage you to track yourself. If you tell someone that you trust that I'm doing this, they will be like, okay, how is it going? And you're like, oh, I need to get back to doing, like I meet people and they're like, oh, you need to start making videos. When you tell someone that you are also in the same lane, like I go for networking functions, sometimes you meet people of the same mind, which is good. They also put in track, and they're like, oh, you're not doing what you promised you were gonna do. So you don't have to be related, whatever. We're all connected, what I mean? We're all connected, and we're all children of the universe, like someone told me, a friend of mine told me that. So we're all children of the universe, and so I meet people on the shopping center, and we have this connection, and we're just able to share the same ideas, and everywhere, workplace, everywhere, and you learn from these people. You be open to learn from everybody. Learn what to do, and what not to do, and come to your own conclusion, and just take care of yourself and do what's best for you. And if you're able to, like the Bible says, love yourself as you love others. I studied everything, not just the Bible. I studied all cultures. From Hindu cultures, from Asian Egypt. My African culture. Everything. When I started to be one step ahead in studying everything, learning from everybody's culture, business-wise, career-wise, that's when I became a better person. Before I was just this, I'm just a Christian, I don't study. But other cultures may teach you more about the body, like the African culture, Asian, South American. So as an artist, I have to learn how to raise my energy to be able to think clear, create more art. You can see the art behind. I was able to buy more art, invest in yourself. And you invest in yourself, and invest in yourself, and also invest in others too, and you also get it back. When you have something, share something to encourage someone, and that will also, the universe will reward you. When you take care of yourself, the universe also rewards you. And you could go on the street, maybe give $1 to a homeless guy. You step ahead, you're gonna get that back. So be one step ahead in charity, giving something small to someone maybe on the street, or helping somebody out, and being one step ahead in your health, finance, saving more, career, and be one step ahead in being your own leader. Be one step ahead in being your own good leader. Be good to yourself, and that will manifest. You'll become a leader in your field and in whatever, and that will make you also a leader in other fields too. And you have more influence. You have more influence if you're able to be. If you're one step ahead, you'll have more influence. Positive influence, If you aspire for positive influence, of course you will get it. But if you aspire for negative, then that comes with a negative karma that will bring you down. In the long term, anything that's positive that you want to manifest is always gonna come to pass if you put in the work. It doesn't matter how small, how big, or your energy will rise. You become a better person. So being one step ahead in everything will make you think more deeper and see the possibilities, study more. I go online, I watch a few more videos that help me on YouTube, or research a bit more, read more books, meet more people, more mentors. You spend time on Facebook entertainment, then you have to spend more, be one step ahead in self-development. of your careers and talent. Do that daily, little bit, you know. So and I just share what I've been doing that has helped me. So you guys already know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? And I always like to just share it, and you know, I haven't, you know, I have nothing much to do, so you know, I only have Sunday just to make these videos. You know, I've been really busy, so you can be whatever you want to be if you put your mind to it, and if you're one step ahead of it and you're able to think ahead and put in the work. In art, go the extra mile, you know. I mean, like how I post videos that I post pictures I may not have, I post videos I may not have posted. When I started to post, you know, pictures I may not have posted, you know, I mean, I would have kept it personal, or other things that just, I don't have to share everything, but briefly here and there. I've just been showing you the process briefly, you know, like the other process, the process to be where I'm at today, mentally and physically, is crazy, but I just share a little bit of it, you know. And I've been getting phone calls and people, have been encouraging me, you know, and it's because I've been sharing the process, and I'm really grateful to anybody that reached out, and or just someone who's just watching this video. And so thanks to all the people who are, you know, thanks to all my friends on Facebook and family, whatever. Thanks to all my friends on Facebook, you know. We're all connected, you know, as everybody as brothers and sisters of the universe, you know. And you know, especially people who are of the same energy, you know, like we're all connected. So you're the only one who can limit yourself, because you can control your thoughts, your mind, and you know, I mean, you don't have to wait for other people to give you the opportunities, but you have to keep creating your own opportunities, and then that will attract more, and you become a more better person, and you'll improve, and you'll discover more things about yourself, and you also be of value to other people and to society, and other people will start to notice it when you are one step ahead and you're working on yourself and you're doing other things to improve yourself. Whereas other careers that may not pay, like acting or whatever. I do comedy, I don't get paid for it, but I like being on stage. It makes me high, you know what I mean? So, and all the other things, I've done other qualifications that don't, I may have done other qualifications that I'm not working in those qualifications, but they help me in other areas that I'm working on now, you know. So there's nothing wrong with being qualified and studying and also working on your talents and also developing yourself and being one step ahead. So I have to take my parents to church. Professor 160, thank you for watching. I'm out. My mom was gonna start complaining, so I'm out.